Listeners, I'm here with Mr. Dzüze Zao. He is the co-founder of TXG 2026. We are very happy to have him here this morning in our program. So first of all, Mr. Zao, I would like to welcome you to our program. And to start with, can you give an introduction about the Nagaland Esports Society to our listeners?
Yes, so the Nagaland Esports Society, or NES, was formed with a very simple idea. We wanted to create a proper platform for people in Nagaland who were interested in gaming and the digital world.
Okay, so Mr. Zao, can you also tell us when and how was the society esports formed?
Unofficially, it's been like 4 to 5 years that we have formed NES, but at that time, gaming was already very popular among young people. But there wasn't really a structured community connecting players, organizers, developers, creators, and other people working around the industry. So this is one of the main reason. So a group of us decided who were already involved in gaming and technology. We felt that there was an opportunity to build something around that community. We wanted to create a space where young people could not only play games, but also discover what else is possible through gaming and technology. For us, it was never about producing professional esports players. It was about creating exposure, exposing young people to an industry that is much bigger than simply playing games.
All right, so when the society was established, can you also let us know what was the gaming and esports scenario like in Nagaland?
Gaming was already very active in Nagaland. There were many talented players and a lot of enthusiasm, but much of it was happening independently and without much structure.
All right, so what were some of the initial challenges that you faced in bringing games and esports enthusiasts together?
One of the biggest challenges was simply connecting everyone. Players were spread across different towns, colleges, and communities. There were also very few opportunities for people to meet, compete, learn from one another, and understand what a career in this industry could actually look like. There was also a perception problem. Gaming was often simply seen as something young people do for entertainment, and sometimes even regarded as a distraction. So one of our early challenges was to show people that there is a much larger ecosystem behind gaming, from game development and animation to streaming, broadcasting, designing, music, technology, events, marketing, and entrepreneurship.
All right, so can you also let us know what is the vision and mission of Nagaland Esports Society, and also what role do you see it playing in developing a structured gaming and esports ecosystem in the state?
Our vision is to help build a healthy and sustainable digital ecosystem in Nagaland. Esports is certainly an important part of that, but it is only one part. We want NES to be a bridge between young people and the opportunities that exist in the digital industry. That includes competitive gaming, game development, animation, content creation, entrepreneurship, and other emerging fields. Our role is not necessarily to tell young people what career they should choose. It is to give them exposure and opportunities so that they can discover their interest. If someone wants to become a professional player, we should be able to find that path. If someone discovers that they are actually more interested in making games, designing characters, creating content, or working in technology, there should be a path for that as well.
All right. All right. So, Mr. Zhao, could you tell us a little about the work the society has been doing since its formation?
A major part of our work has been creating opportunities for young people to come together. We have organized and supported gaming tournaments, community activities, and competitions, while also working to connect players with organizers, developers, creators, and people within the industry.
All right. So, what are some of the key initiatives or activities through which you engage with the gaming and esports community in Nagaland?
We see our role as going beyond tournaments. We want to introduce to people the different aspects of the digital ecosystem. Someone attending an event might come because they want to compete in a game, but while they are there, They might discover game development, VR, digital art, content creation, or another technology that they have never considered before. That kind of exposure is extremely important to us. We are still a growing organization ourselves, so we don't claim to have all the answers. We are learning, building relationships, and trying to create more opportunities as we go.
All right. So many people still associate gaming simply with pure entertainment. So, how would you explain the difference between casual gaming and competitive esports?
Gaming is like any other activity. People can participate casually or they can take it competitively. If I play football with my friends on a Sunday, that's recreation. But when someone trains every day, competes professionally, and represents a team, we recognize that as a sport. Esports works very similarly. Competitive players, they train, they practice strategies, study the opponents, work with teammates, and compete under organized rules and regulations. But I think the larger conversation should actually go beyond whether esports is a sport or not. The gaming industry is connected to technology, entertainment, education, and business. A game involves programmers, artists, writers, musicians, designers, producers, and many other professionals. So when we talk about gaming, we should not only ask how many people are playing, we should also ask how many people are creating. That is where I think Nagaland has a very interesting opportunity.
All right. So, Nagaland has a large and enthusiastic youth population. So, beyond professional gaming, what opportunities and potential do you see in the wider esports and gaming industry? And also, while answering this, can you also tell us what areas does Nagaland need to improve to tap into this potential?
There's a huge range of opportunities. You can work in game development, programming, 3D modeling, concept art, UI UX design, storytelling, content creation, music, even production, and many other areas. And these opportunities don't necessarily require someone to leave Nagaland. A talented artist in Nagaland can work with a studio anywhere in the world. A programmer can work remotely. A content creator can build an audience globally. A game developer can create something here and distribute it internationally. But to take advantage of that, we need more exposure, better access to technology, stronger infrastructure, training opportunities, mentorship, and connections with the industries outside the state. Most importantly, young people need to know these careers exist in the first place. You cannot choose an opportunity you have never heard about. That is why exposure is probably one of the biggest things we are trying to create.
All right. So, does the Nagaland Esports Society organize tournaments, grassroots competitions, or training programs, or even other initiatives to identify and nurture emerging gaming talent in the state?
Yes, competitions are one of the easiest ways to bring the community together and identify the talent. We have been working on tournaments and grassroots competitions, particularly by engaging with young players and institutions. But competition is only the first step. We also want to create an environment where talented players can meet each other, understand what professional competition looks like, and learn about the opportunities available to them. Over time, we would like to strengthen the development side as well: training, mentorship, workshops, and stronger connections with professional teams. The objective is to create a pathway rather than simply conducting a tournament and giving out a trophy.
Okay, so what kind of support is needed to take esports in Nagaland to the next level? And also, can you also share us what potential do you see for its growth in the state?
The biggest requirement is collaboration. Government, educational institutions, private companies, technology companies, gaming organizations, and the community all have a role to play. We need a better infrastructure, better connectivity, access to equipments, training, venues, and more opportunities for young people to interact with the wider industry. We also need businesses to look at this sector seriously. There is a tendency to think that gaming is only about young people spending money on games, but there is a much larger economic ecosystem around it. Nagaland has a young population, a strong creative culture, and people who are already very interested in gaming and technology.
All right. So, coming to the TechX Gaming Expo 2026, which is an upcoming program of yours, can you tell us like how did the idea of TXG come about and what does it aim to achieve?
TXG came from the same idea that motivated us to start the society, which is exposure. We wanted to create an event where people could walk in without knowing anything about esports or technology and still find something that interests them. TXG is therefore not just an esports tournament, and it is not simply a gaming event. It is about bringing gaming, technology, creativity, and digital culture all under one roof. Visitors can expect esports competitions.
All right. So, can you tell us what can visitors look forward to in this upcoming TechX Gaming Expo 2026?
Visitors can expect esports competitions, gaming experiences, technology showcases, creators, developers, interactive experiences, and different activities that allow people to actually experience the technology rather than simply looking at it. For someone who is already a gamer, there will be competitions and gaming experiences. For someone who is interested in technology, there will be new things to explore. For a student, it can be an opportunity to discover a career they may not have considered. And for parents or people who don't understand gaming, hopefully they can come in and see what this is a much larger industry than they may have realized. This is what we want TXG to achieve, not just an event, but an introduction to a world that many people in Nagaland have not had so much exposure to yet.
All right. So beyond TXT 2026, what are the Nagaland Esports Society plans for expanding its activities and further developing the esports community in the state?
TXG is not the end goal for us, it is one step. We want to continue building communities across the state, support more grassroots competitions, create more opportunities for young people to interact with industry professionals, and bring more knowledge and exposure into Nagaland. We also want to expand the conversation beyond esports. There are talented artists, filmmakers, musicians, and technology enthusiasts here in Nagaland. We want to find ways of connecting those people with opportunities outside the state and eventually bringing some of those opportunities into the state as well. Our long-term goal is to help create an environment where someone from Nagaland can say, I want to work in the digital industry, and actually see a pathway to doing that.
Okay, so lastly, Mr. Zhao, what is your message to young gamers and the wider community about the future of esports and the opportunities this growing industry can offer?
My message would be, don't limit yourself to being a player. If you love games, explore what is behind the games, learn how they are made, learn design, try programming, try animation, creating content, learn about business, and experiment with technology. You don't have to know exactly what you want to do at the age of 18 or 20. Start by exploring. And to parents and the wider community, I would say that we should not dismiss something simply because it is new or because we don't understand it yet. Gaming and technology are already a major part of the world young people are growing up in. Our responsibility is to help them use those interests constructively and turn them into skills and opportunities. For us at NES, that is really what this is about. Exposure first, opportunity next. We want young people in Nagaland to see what is possible and then give them the confidence and the platform to pursue it.
All right. Thank you so much for the necessary information, Mr. Zhao. It was a pleasure having you here in our program. I also wish Nagaland Esports Society as well as the upcoming TechX Gaming Expo 2026 the very best.
Thank you for having me.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.